Right, I've been light on the recording recently, just because I've got some other stuff going on. But third position is fun, and I like playing Armand. Unfortunately, Tessie is in the game, so if I play Armand, it's probably going to come out as a loss on my win percentages. Let's play him anyway, though, just because I want to have fun. Can't do things just according to those win percentages. That's not the right way to play. Tell you what, though, I'm getting really sick of Tessia. I don't like that move from Ariana because that's going to not block smuggling, it's not going to block full space, it's not going to block Hardy Warriors, which are the three spaces that we have to prevent them from getting. Yeah. It means Tessie is going to have interstellar access. Hopefully Baron will... Now I'm actually hoping for Baron to get Hardy Warriors because at least somebody else will have it. I would like to smuggle. Wealth Mentat is competent enough, but I want to smuggle. Now, there's an interesting decision here between Weirding Way and Death Commando, because Weirding Way does work well when you have other Firming or BG cards, and we have the Protectiva out. I'm going to take the Death Commando. It's just a little bit more consistent. And it's a good card. And I'm always going to have access to other Firming cards, whereas I'm not always going to have access to other BG cards. We've already got one on a non-faction, so we can go to any of these spaces and get our other one on a non-faction. Preference on getting third or second in the combat because it would help us towards our Swordmaster, especially because Tessie is unlikely to go smuggling next action, which means that if we get second place in this combat, we could get Swordmaster round 2. So, yeah, I think preference towards a city. I will go Hardy Warriors if I have to, but I think Baron's going to do that now. Unless he doesn't have faction. Okay, I don't know why you would do that. Great Flat round 1 is extremely inefficient. Which she just didn't have any... No, she did have... She played her Signet Ring there. So she could have... If she really wanted to draw a card that bad, she could have gone to Arakeen. Am I missing something about the text? No. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Baron went Wealth, which is interesting. And deliberately did not go Hardy Warriors. So if we play the Reconnaissance, we're probably not getting a good card on reveal. I don't think that changes. I mean, we could get a Liaison if we draw. I think the entry card's just more valuable. Gives us more control over what happens in the combat. Because we have an ambush and a dagger in hand, I'm only going to go to 2 troops. We could get the Doctor. I don't know. I mean, if we're going to go that route, Protectiva is better. Because we have the ring we could potentially use to get Weirding Way down the road. Probably the answer is to get neither of those cards because we're Armand, and we don't want to fill our deck with bad cards. I will trade this ambush in for another intrigue card if I end up getting third to Baron. We'll see. So she took the Weirding Way. So now all of a sudden this looks pretty bad with no other BG cards in the row, which is why I didn't go for it originally. Tessia doesn't get a placement, which is good. All of a sudden, Weirding Way looks pretty good, huh? Okay, well, we're going to reveal. I'm happy with second, so I'm not going to play my card unless Baron reveals more than one dagger, basically. We're going to trash the Dune. I could pick this up to work with the Reverend Mother, but I'm not convinced. I almost think this card's better to reveal most of the time anyway. He does have one dagger, so we can trade the Ambition for another Intrigue card, but the problem is if we do that, we end up winning the combat, which we don't want to do. So, we just lose the Intrigue card, unfortunately. He didn't play his Seek Allies. Did he just... I think he just drew it on Arakeen. I would have taken an assassination mission. Okay, now we've got some high quality targets here. I'm not going to ambush. The Solari are worth more. To me specifically. For most leaders it wouldn't be, but the other thing is I can use this on future combats. It's a really nice background on this card. I never really looked too closely at that. Okay. That's fine with me. Doesn't affect my payoff at all. Okay. Double Convincing means we can probably get a good card. We should be, again, unless Tessia goes Smuggling, we should be able to get Swordmaster this round. Yeah. That's scary, but it is what it is. Like, this is a better combat to win than the last one, having control of card back. So after we grab Swordmaster, we're left with 5 Persuasion in hand. We still want to play the Diplomacy, though. We do get the Trash because we went to Swordmaster. I don't know. This is tricky. I'm thinking Diplomacy to one of the Fremen spaces is probably their best bet. That way we can use the ambush and get a point. Only one troop. What's that all about? He's not really playing Baron. He hasn't gone Hardy Warriors either time. I don't know if it's just the... does he just really want Sonic Snoopers that badly? Is that what this is all about? Guess so. It's a very weird way to play. And you're already playing the weakest leader of the game against the 2 strongest leaders in the game, so you don't have that much room to play strangely. Now, there is an argument that I could go High Council here, which will get me the Reverend Mother, or the Guild Accord. More likely the Reverend Mother. But because I didn't get the Protect Diva, I don't know how valuable that is, and then it also puts me behind on Swordmaster. So I think Swordmaster's just the play. Especially for Armand, who needs it for his trashes. Oh, he put in 1 troop so he could use Hardy Warriors. Sure, I see. And he had to go to Air Kingdom so he could draw his faction access. So that's the reason why he did things the way he did them. The problem is, if we go Diplomacy Still Suits, we don't... Well, we get Landing Rights, which is a really good card. But the card is most useful if you actually have Guild Influence, which we don't have. So, I don't know. We'll see. So Parthag, he's got enough troops in that even if we put 2 troops, we can't win the combat. So the advantage is really just that we get, like, 1 spice, which is not much. So maybe we start to explore other options. Secrets is one possibility. Well, if it's probably a little better at this point in the game. Fill cases liaisons because they work with the Death Commando. I mean, the advantage of Still Suits is that 1 water is pretty good. But we already have 1 water, and this is the high priority space here. So I think we do just go to Wealth. Burn our dagger when we reveal. This is pretty good, but we just don't have any guild influence. Like, we've been too far down the turn order where we've never been able to get it. So, unfortunately, I think Ariana's gonna take the landing rights here. That's the smarter decision. So, okay. The directorship is pretty good because Armand has problems with that anyway. So let's trash the dagger. The Thopter is good, but we don't have any guild influence right now. So let's pick up 2 liaisons. That'll help us with turning on the Death Commando, and it'll help us towards getting the Guild Accord. Sorry, I mean the directorship. She still has her snoopers and she has 3 intrigue cards. I just don't really see what she's trying to accomplish. She has 4 now, and I can actually just go and take one of the cards. Unless she, unless I don't draw faction. Which I do. And I think I want to, right? I mean... Well, let's think this through, because if I want to get Chome Directorship, I probably need to be able to go to either Research Station or to Selective Breeding. And if we take Seek Allies to Secrets, then we don't have access to either of those plays. So I think the Haga Basin play is the smarter one overall. But I mean, it's 2 intrigue cards for 1 action. I think I have to steal. It sucks that this Ariana is playing so badly because we have 2 characters that have to be interfered with if you want to try to win the game. So I need the competition to be good. Could pick up an artillery just for free. I mean, we've got the Death Commando already. Strategic push is okay. If I don't go Mentat this round, it would let me potentially get a High Council seat next round, which would be valuable. I think we maybe want to play around that, actually. We can't guarantee that this will still be around next round, though. I suspect somebody might take it. Particularly Tessia has 2 spice, so she could go to selective breeding. Irakeen, okay, interesting. Weirding way. We'll see what happens here. We still have the ability to go to Haga Basin if nobody else takes it, too. The infiltrate is interesting. I don't know. I mean, there's gonna be a chance to use that over the course of this game. It'll be really valuable. I just don't know when it's gonna be. Ariana's not gonna get the guild, the directorship. Combat on its own is pretty good for Armand, who usually tends to lag a little bit behind on factions. I'm not too worried about Tessia beating me in the combat. Although I don't know, what did she buy? I think she just bought, like, liaisons. Right? Liaison... Space travel. Space travel is not useful to her right now, although it is spice. Or it is persuasion. So let's go Dune here. I don't know, it is valuable, but it doesn't do anything like immediately helpful. Like Carthage is a little bit better, right? We can infiltrate Carthage, though, if we really have to. Nobody's getting a round 3 Swordmaster, so we're going to have a big action economy advantage over everybody else. Only problem is that Baron's already at 4 points, but... It is what it is. 5 persuasion. So an ambush puts me to 4, and the Death Commando wins it. Strategic push plus Death Commando also wins it, which is probably a little better. That's really valuable. We need to go to Tech Negotiation for a 4 persuasion card. We need to get one of those 2 cards if we can. We don't have the persuasion right now. We lose 1 dagger, but I don't think we need the 1 dagger. Tessie does have 5 cards in hand. But we have enough juice that we're okay, I think. Maybe we end up having to play both our combat cards, but we'll get there. Either way. Do this. Why not take the artillery, right? The ordnance is better. We almost have the spice to get it, too. Okay, let's take the ordnance. Or the Solari, I mean. There's the spy satellites. Oh, come on, man. Okay, well, we can still potentially... Now, Tessie's going to take the other one. So that intrigue card cost us so bad. That really sucks. I mean, we can still get, like, a spice trader. It's, like, whatever, but... I mean, maybe Tessia takes one of the 6s, but I don't think she will. So I think we do have to play the ambush here. Wow, that's so annoying that he had that card. I guess Spice Trader also works with the Death Commando. Actually, Death Commando works with the Death Commando. It's probably a little better. Get rid of our other dagger. We're daggerless now. Ambush. And I think we still want a strategic push here. Just for the Solari. It's going to be a combat game for Armand. Not usually how he's played. Okay, so we need guild for sure. Spy Sets is in direct competition with this directorship. We have enough for it. If we take Liaison to High Council, we also still have enough for it. Top card of the deck is a 1 Persuasion card. Meaning if we take Reconnaissance to Arakeen, we can use our Ordnance and also still have 8. So I think that's probably going to be our first play. I don't think anybody's in a rush to take High Council. Like Tessia would rather have her Swordmaster. Although she has 8. And Swordmaster is blocked, so maybe not. We can infiltrate either of those spaces, is the thing, too. This Imperial Basin is pretty good, especially if we want to get Spy Sats, which I don't think we do because we think we're going to get the Directorship, but we don't know that we will. She still has Interstellar. This is round 4. It's not good. Not good at all. I don't care about this combat. I can ignore it entirely. I mean, I can, like, put a troop in and use my ordnance. But, yeah, I can ignore it. Let's go Arakeen first, just so that we open the possibility of Imperial Basin, I think. Nah, let's get the High Council seat. Just lock anyone off from having that option. Well, anyone means Tessia, really. I kind of feel like Ariana just gave the game to these guys. I mean, I have a shot, but it's not a great shot. By any means. Can't believe this is still available. Problem is I'm so far back in the turn order that even if I get the show him directorship, even if I get the Chum directorship, I don't know that it saves my game. Like, I'm not going to be able to Ghost Interstellar. Of course, Baron ends up taking it, which is just salt in the wound. Nobody else is capable of getting the directorship, so I don't have to reveal early. Now, Ariana does have the capability with the weirding way to use this combo now, so we have to be respecting that. We could Mentat. Every card we have in discard does have Persuasion on it. I just don't see what the point of Mentat here is, really. I don't think I want any of this. Court Intrigue is interesting, but I still don't think it's worth it. I mean, I could grab this just to keep it away from Ariana, but Ariana is not exactly on my priority list right now. Our path is winning the late game combats. It's annoying that this came up because, yeah. That's 4 points in one reveal action. That's pretty cool, huh? I think at this point, Baron is more threatening than Tessia. We are currently in the lead for the BG Alliance. We should try to take that if we can. Spy Satellites is officially pretty useless to us. On the best leader for Spy Satellites. I like the decision to cover up Baron's flag. What else is there to wait for? Maybe he has a demand respect. He's trying to figure out who to go up with. That's right. Steal something from Baron, please. Who still doesn't have an alliance, if you can believe it. Now, if Ariana were to get Spy Satellites, I think she'd actually be in a decent position. We should be able to win this combat without too much trouble. Go Interstellar, Ariana. Don't let Tessia have it. Or that, too. That also works. Blocking Tessia from Swordmaster is also good. It's one of those tricky situations. Yeah, Baron's definitely the threat. Where do we want to take our diplomacy? I mean, it would be nice to combat Baron by going to Wealth. I just don't know that I can actually stop him from taking that alliance. And Wealth itself doesn't provide anything that important to me. Like, the space itself is not that useful. And if Baron takes the alliance anyway, then we're not accomplishing a whole lot. Still Suits is pretty valuable when you're at 0 water, although we do have access to Siege Tabor. The Solari itself is not that relevant at this point in the game since we have both High Council. I suppose it would fuel Mentat visits. He doesn't have any techs, but he does have a firm grip. It's in his discard pile. So this isn't really the round to be blocking it. I don't want to invest my effort in something that's not going to work, but again, if he really is my competition, then he's the guy I need to be fighting against. Because he can't afford Conspire, so... yeah, we'll do that. He also doesn't have access to interstellar shipping for a long time. I think we do get the Spice Must Flow this round. It's a little early to start nuking your deck. We could instead go for like the Sayadina route. We just don't have that much water. But I think the 3 Persuasion on her is good enough that it doesn't matter. We can take her with our ring, which is what we should do next action. Probably by going to Siege Tabor. Tessia still has a Web of Power, so she can't be counted out. I think all things being equal, if we're getting side in it anyway, then the Spice Must Flow is better than the Guild Accord. I don't know though. I mean, we're not going to get the alliance, so yeah, I think the Spice Must Flow is better. I just hate to start putting crap in my deck, and I've already got a crap card in my deck. Tessie has to give up on Swordmaster. Okay. Well, we found out what we're doing now. Probably revealing early for Jessica, although Tessia got High Council at the perfect time to steal that from us. Three cards in hand, it would be hard for her not to. Especially since we know she has a liaison in there somewhere. I think she's going to get Jessica. Which really sucks, because it works so well with Web of Power. There's nothing we can do about it. We act before Baron next round, though, so... we don't have any... like, our hand that we know we're going to draw, it's going to be these exact 5 cards, has no Emperor at all. So... I don't know what we do about that. I guess we have to go to Mentat or Arakeen to fix it. Oh, okay. Well, I knew that that was going to be a problem. I forgot that he can infiltrate with that card. It's like such a bad infiltrate usually. Yeah, I should have gone somewhere else. But it was in his discard pile at the time, in my defense. He got pretty lucky drawing it off of selective breeding. The problem is now he has that firm grip online, which is really bad. Why does she keep getting dreadnoughts? I have to assume that she has, like, Grand Conspiracy or something. I can take Emperor with Jessica if Tessia doesn't steal her from me. And then I should be able to take the Alliance back. Although if Tessia doesn't reveal Jessica now, I should be able to not have to early reveal. Because Baron can't really do it. Most likely. So then at that point, I have the option of going to Arakeen. She's 1 persuasion short. I have the option of going to Arakeen, actually drawing into another card. That way I have a chance of having Emperor access next round. Of course, if I Mentat, I also get another agent box. Which could be good. I mean, what are the odds that Baron actually does have 7 persuasion? They can't be good, right? He's got 4 cards in hand. No High Council seat. I mean, what did he buy this game? Firm grip, right? What are the odds he has the firm grip? What are the odds he has the firm grip in hand? They might be too high to risk. He only drew 2 cards. Like, and one of them had to have been this Court Intrigue. The odds of him having that, I think, are pretty low. Did he play the Ixian thingamabobber this round? He did. Okay, let's just reveal. Is it even worth chasing him if we know that we don't have Emperor next round? I mean, he's the guy who's going to win the game if he wins. So I think, yeah, we have to chase him. Like, at least we have to make him put more effort into defending it, if nothing else. Because he's so far ahead of everybody else. Yeah, we just have to make him defend it, basically. So, given he had a power play in hand, okay, so he didn't have the firm grip, which kind of sucks. To be honest. But I think you know, if he had gotten Jessica, he would have won the game, I think. So we had to play a little defensive. This hand is so awkward. We need to go to like a research station with this thing, but the problem there is if we go to a research station, we don't have the money. We don't have the water for Sayadina. If Oh no, we can't even take. No, we don't. Don't have any bumps with the track, so we can't take the Emperor that way. And he's gonna have firm grip now, so yeah, this is just pretty bad. Yeah, I think we do have to do a research station, even though we don't want to. I mean, it'll get us a spice must flow. It's a little awkward to trash our directorship. And I like Tessia fighting him on it, too. We do draw the Emperor, so if for some reason he doesn't have his firm grip, which he does have. Yeah. But hey, if he's playing his firm grip, he's not revealing his firm grip, right? So it's kind of a win. Bright side, right? Okay, it turns out Tessie is not chasing him after all. So we have the spice must flow. We can't get the sighting a point, though. Not an option. I think it's Mentat here. Try to draw in a Jessica. Sweet. She draws the remainder of our deck for us. Oh, ugly. We can try to pressure him on Fremen, but with a firm grip, I don't think we can do it. Maybe we just go to secrets. Try to push this GG alliance. But Tessia has her last snooper on there, so it's dangerous. Ouch. Okay. Well, we should have the 9 regardless. So, I think we drop Convincing Dune. That might cost Baron a Spice Must Flow, so it could be worth it. But Tessia drop. Convincing Reconnaissance. I mean, it cost her 3 persuasion. Cost me 3 persuasion. We have the Death Commando, so we're actually revealing for 7 here. So unless Tessia has something up her sleeve, we're still fine. So we play Jessica to secrets, I think. Not a very good card. I think we just want to go still suits just because the water for sighting it next time. To be honest. They're gearing up for a highliner again. We don't have the spice to contest it. I guess the advantage of Siege Tabor is it's a troop. We could grab voice as well. If Ariana doesn't take it. We should end up at 8 this round, but that's just going to tie us with where Baron already is. She's at 10. Again, we're revealing 7, so she has to have a combat card. Maybe it... I mean, Siege Tabor to grab the... to actually use the troop seems bad. If she has the combat card, it's going to suck, but... we kind of need to win the next combat, too. And besides, going ahead of her by 2 probably doesn't stop her from using a combat card if she has one. This gives me a water either way. The troop might help me prevent him from winning the combat, though. Which is more important than stealing his alliance. It ends up being about the same. And the voice is gone. Do this just in case like a plans within plans or something comes up, or a mimic orders. Well, he definitely doesn't have a spice must flow. Sounds like he didn't have it before the Reverend Mother either. I mean, honestly, all these cards are better than the Spice Must Flow. We can get rid of the Signet Ring. It's a little bit of flexibility, which I like, but we need Persuasion, probably, and Guild Access. So, let's get rid of it. Alright, Ariana, do you have the card? No. Sweet. Because I didn't need those for Solari. Ugh. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Sayadina is a point. If I play her. It costs me 3 persuasion, though. And if Baron wins the combat... I don't know if... yeah, it's not going to be good. just can't steal his alliances, which is so annoying. And now he has more spice than me for the tiebreaker if I reveal now. Still nobody took the spy satellites. If we go Siege Tabor, we don't have enough water for research station. There's only one card we can draw off of Arakeen that won't still let us get a Spice Must Flow. Never mind. I think maybe our path is just buy the Spice Must Flow and hope that Baron doesn't win the combat. I don't see a way that he loses the combat, though. Maybe if Ariana has more meat waiting. Did she play a Fiji card? No. I don't even know what she played. Old space, okay. We have 2 BG access in the deck. Okay, just kidding. I mean, it's starting to look like the best route here is just early reveal. The problem with early reveal is it makes people switch their attention away from Baron onto me when Baron is really probably the bigger threat. I could go tech negotiation. Doesn't really do anything. Besides stall, I could go Mentat and hope that, you know, Baron doesn't have guild access and needs to use it to draw. But then I risk. There's a 1 in 6 chance that I risk my Spice Must Flow. Let's just do it. Oh my god. You can't be serious, dude. Oh my god. Well, that's yeah. That sucks. What the hell? And I mean, he's probably got the firm grip in hand, so he's going to probably get a Spice Must Flow too. Well, we can use the liaison now, given that we don't have anything else that we can we can do. Stupid diversion. What a piece of crap card. He's not going Highliner though, so I don't know what he's doing. He's played well enough this game that he's got a plan. He's not just being weird. Wow, 1 in 6, dude. That makes me mad, honestly. Probably now it's just the answer is like Carthag, just try to get 3rd place. We know we can't draw a Charisma, but whatever. Maybe I should have drawn last round. I mean, it's because I early revealed, right? But I really couldn't risk Baron getting so lucky that he also had the firm grip, which, generally speaking, you should count on Baron being as lucky as possible. I mean, if it's starting to look like Baron's not going to win the combat, in which case then I do have another round to try to make this right. Well, that's funny. That would have been useful a while ago. Man, these intrigue cards suck. Spy satellites? No. Well, that sucks. That really sucks. Because I don't think I'm going to end up with more points than him. guess we get Gurney. Or Guild Accord, maybe. Guild Accord is helpful for the last combat. The Gurney is also helpful for the last combat. Probably more so. Well, we can trash this piece of crap Spice Must Flow. That's the bright side. And we're gonna get Jessica next round. He doesn't have a Spice Must Flow, so that's something. I don't really know what he's doing here. I don't know why he went Conspire. There's not a power play in play. We couldn't have stolen it from him. That's concerning, though. He's going to get the Guild Accord. But he's not going to be able to play it. He's got 8 cards in draw pile. But next round he's going to have the Firm Grip, so we're going to have to worry about that. Why would you do that? Like, you're not winning the combat. Why would you do that? Maybe he does have enough combat gas in hand? I don't know. That's weird. Interesting. I don't know that she actually wants to withdraw here. But she's getting nothing out of this, so she might as well. Unless she has combat cards. Which is nice because it gives me 3 spice. Which could be a flagship. Could be a highliner. Problem is I just don't have any troops. The good news is nobody has Highliner Spice, so I'm not going to be fighting against an enormous troop disadvantage, besides if Tessia finds a way to deploy all 11 of these things. What are you doing? That is the... Why would you do that? That is so... Oh my god. Now he's going to play a combat card and we're going to lose the game this round. You better have a freaking combat card. Oh my god. What the hell? What the hell? Oh, this is unbelievable. Are you trying to give Baron the game? Like... That was the... What the hell? That's so frustrating.